I rise tonight to discuss something which is easily forgotten by members opposite in the Liberal and National parties. Workers in regional and rural New South Wales hardly rate a mention on the agenda of the Coalition Party room meetings in this place because they are, at the end of the day, not the sort of people which members opposite, most of the members opposite, not you Tamworth, come in here to represent. We have the converging pressures, Speaker, in the Upper Blue Mountains and Lithgow regions of the effects of climate change and the uptake of renewable energy on a mass scale by middle-class households throughout suburban Sydney. This convergence will, in the medium to long term, render the core economic activity of Lithgow and its surrounds, namely the digging up and burning of coal, almost completely obsolete. This is a simple economic reality. The domestic demand for coal-fired power is reducing year upon year. Micro-renewables are being taken up by ever more thousands of households, and our federal government, along with other countries across the globe, is demanding even stronger emissions reductions from state energy utilities, and this will in turn drive new investment in less emissions-intensive electricity generation. Speaker, many families in my electorate, particularly in Katoomba, Blackheath and Mount Victoria, rely on the skilled jobs provided by mining and energy industry jobs in the Lithgow region. Moreover, Lithgow as a whole is dependent on the mines and power stations which keep many of its local residents in well-paid, skilled employment. These issues do not exercise the minds of the government benches, usually, because they are only interested in mining company owners, not mining company workers. They are only interested in protecting coal mining interests because it represents the big business status quo, not because they care a jot about the plight of a worker from my electorate who digs coal in Lithgow. Blue-collar workers are of little consequence to the Nationals Party either, especially when many Nationals MPs live in Sydney apartments and buy their RM Williams boots from the Pitt Street Mall. Only Labor takes an interest in these matters. Only Labor, Speaker, is interested in blue-collar workers in our regional and rural electorates like the Blue Mountains and Bathurst, who will bear the economic and social brunt of the transition away from polluting technology like coal-fired power stations. That is why not only are we always at the forefront of legislative reform to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels, but we also take care to think about what these changes will mean for workers employed by these sectors. The Blue Mountains electorate is pulled in three directions economically. Penrith, Parramatta and Sydney to the east offer job opportunities for service industry workers, academics, teachers and white-collar professionals. Within the mountains, our creative industries, tourism and hospitality provide local jobs within a short distance of population centres in Blackson, Springwood, Wentworth Falls and Katoomba. But the fortunes of the Blue Mountains economy are also tied to our west, with the fortunes of, or not, of Lithgow and Bathurst. This means that the economic business of Lithgow and beyond is Blue Mountains business too. Speaker, to this end I am acutely aware that as we transition to renewable energy and reduce our dependence on coal, we must offer workers employed in the state's central west a just transition to new jobs and provide them access to training and education that will equip them for those new jobs. The state has a role to play here, and it will only be a Labor government that will turn its mind to activating the workforces west of the mountains and making sure these workers have access to highly skilled jobs with excellent pay and conditions of employment. There is no reason why Lithgow cannot become the home of railway maintenance facilities for the new intercity fleet or the XPT trains replacement. There is no reason why the New South Wales government should be buying buses from Malaysia like they have done recently with the new B-line double-deckers. These buses should have been designed and built in Australia by a local workforce with local materials, and this could be done in regional centres like Lithgow if bus manufacturing companies like Custom Bus and Volgren were incentivised to set up shop locally and supported with consistent recurring orders. I am not being prescriptive here, and I'm open-minded about what these future industries may look like, but I do want to start a conversation about jobs in the regions and what they'll look like in 10 or 15 years' time. We need to remember the people that we're here to represent, the workers.